Coaldale, are we ready?
Of course.
Mr. Doug, are we ready? Let's make it happen. Thank you guys all for coming here tonight. We're going to talk about some candidates that are running for Borough Council. We're going to meet them, let them answer some of your questions. We also have Lori, and you're running for tax collector, so she's going to come up and tell us a little bit about that. We can ask her some questions as well. We had the mayor on, and a person named Brent May has offered to paint the Midas girl, pay for it. He is insured, the equipment, the time, everything to start that revitalization on that building. How do we do that? Is the best approach to just go have maybe somebody, a volunteer from here, take the lead on that, contact Brent, get all his information, go before the council, and then ask for permission, say, hey, let's set up a day, and we can come out, we can paint this, and have it revitalize it. That's the best approach, correct? Anybody want to take the lead on that? Anyone want to say, I want to be the person who wants to make that happen? Anyone? You're the best. So Leslie is going to make that happen. Thank you so much. Anybody out here have any ideas, thoughts, plans for revitalization that they want to add, throw some stuff to stick to the wall? Anything? Anyone? Anyone? Bueller? Nothing. All right. So then we're going to go to candidates. Rich, come on down. Rich is the political master here, and he's going to introduce our candidates, let them come up and talk. And if you have any questions for Rich, I guess he can answer them. Hold this up to your face real tight.
All right, well, I guess the first thing is, if you are running, all petitions must be in the Election Bureau office by 4:30 on March 11th. They have to be notarized in the office, not postmarked, nothing. They actually have to physically be in the office. If you are signing petitions for any candidate, do not sign for more than 4 candidates. It will negate your name right off the whole top. And that's only because there's 4 seats running. If there was only 3 seats, you'd only be able to sign for 3 petitions. I guess that's the biggest thing. So, anybody have any questions on running, or you're an old pro?
No, yeah.
You were
very informative there, Bobby.
I had a good mentor.
Yeah, you did.
I have extra petitions in the back, and I have some other information. I mean, if anybody needs it, let me know. I'm willing to help you out. On the Republican side, I can do that part. If you're on the Democrat side, I can only go so far. Mr. Scott Gerber back there is the committeeman on the east end of town. So anybody on the east end of town needs a hand, needs some signatures, Scott's your guy. All right. Any candidates want to come up and say anything?
Good.
You good? Leslie?
Yeah, I'll go first. Why not? I just love public speaking. Hi, everybody. My name is Leslie Napolitano. I've been living in Panther Valley for my entire life. I'm Coaldale for the past 5 years. I feel that running for the Borough Council is definitely something new. I'm young. I got a lot to learn, so I hope the town and committee members and council members and everybody can help, guide, and we can all work as a team. I know we need the police back in the area. We need light taken care of. We need ordinances enforced. There's so many things that we need to do that we can only do if we work together. So I hope to be part of that team. And I think that's all I got. Any questions? Thank you.
Anybody else? Come on down. You're the next contestant.
Yeah, the price is right. I'll take door number 2. Hi.
You got to talk real quick.
Real close. Oh, there we are. Hi, my name's Rosie Hoban. I lived in Coaldale for, I would say, like 90% of my life. I grew up here. I went to Panther Valley, graduated from Panther Valley High School. I was married to my husband for 48 years. He passed away 4 years ago. I remarried another local man, Lenny Hoban. I've raised my boys here. I've raised my grandchildren here. I would like to run for council. I feel it is time for a change in this town. We need the drama stopped. We need to work together as a town to rebuild the town the way we all grew up in. We grew up in this town and we all love this town. Not saying we don't now, but we need some change. And I feel I'm new the same way. I'm willing to learn. I'm going in with open eyes, and I feel I can do great for this community. Any questions or anything? No, we're good? All right, thank you.
Anybody else?
Kristen? Everybody hear me? So my name is Tristan Blasco, 24 years old. Been a resident of Coaldale for 12 years now. Grew up in Lansford. I graduated from Panther Valley in 2018. After that, I went on to Bloomsburg University, where I got my bachelor's in management. And then I went on to get my master's degree in marketing from Bloomsburg and MBA. So, you know, I hope my my education, my background would allow me to help out with some things like the budget, you know, kind of help plan out some things for Coaldale. Very proud of my upbringing here in Coaldale. Like I said, I'm over 10 years a resident here. My grandfather ran a home improvement business for a few decades here in town, so very proud of my upbringing. I just hope that my education, my background, I can assist in some things. You know, I'd love to make it as easy as possible to bring business back to town and just kind of push to benefit the town and the council any way I can. So, any questions for anybody? You.
Next. Anybody else?
Hi, my name's Robin Pezza. I've lived here for about 9 years now. I moved up here from when my military life has ended. I've been all over the country, lived in multiple different neighborhoods. I've been a part of different neighborhoods, a part of different communities, a part of different squadrons. And I know what it takes to be a good community and how to work together. It's always about teamwork. It hasn't been lately, but we can get it back to being about teamwork and doing what's best for our community. I have a ton of ideas on how we can make Coaldale a lot better. We need things here for our people. We need things for our community. We need dog parks. We need neighborhood gardens to get people together. We need to use the resources that we currently have in the town for our people. The complex can be used for so many different things as long as we market it correctly. And we got someone who's into marketing. I mean, we can get yoga classes here, defense classes here, people just learning new things that want to volunteer their time and teach the residents. We just need to come together and do this as a team. It's about teamwork. It's not just one individual saying what it's about. It's about every single person here. I think everything needs to be transparent. It has not been transparent. I think our budget needs to be transparent. And every month that something is spent on that budget, it should be on the website. It should show us where our tax dollars are going at all times. It's very important. We don't even have a police force right now. And I know I pay for one, and I want one, and we need one back. We need to figure these things out. We need a new budget. We need to look into things a lot deeper. We need to understand the actual rules for our community. That's one thing that a lot of us don't get. We don't know the actual rules, and no one is explaining them to us. They just push it off, and, you know, we just keep going. So I'm running for council because I want to do something for my community. I want everybody to be together. I want this to be a happy community. No negativity, just positivity throughout the whole thing. Thank you.
But anyway, anybody that's going to run, if nobody else wants to come up and talk, anybody else that's going to run, listen, this isn't a 2-hour-a-month job. If you really want to be involved, you want to change your town, you're going to have to dedicate 10, 20, 30 hours a week on your own time. You know, there's committees, there's subcommittee meetings, there's numerous things. I mean, you got to be out and about in the community, you know, checking things out. So, you know, just take that to heart. You know, if you don't really have the time to do it, kind of think about that. You know, but I mean, you're going to have to spend a lot of time on your own, you know, in different things to really understand what the town needs, what the town's going to, you know, what you can do for the town, you know, and as you contribute, you need that time. Just please keep that in mind. You know, it's not something I have to see. It's only 2 hours a month. It doesn't work that way. I mean, you know, as everybody's signing your petitions and everybody's voting for you, just kind of remember that. I mean, you're here for them. You got to be willing to put the time in to really serve them people.
A lot of work.
You know, it's not easy. You know.
I think once the snowball starts to roll downhill, more people will step up and assist.
And I agree. I mean, I think you will see people step up as things change. Hopefully we can get change. Whether it's with encumbrance, you know, Michael's new, you know, he's just getting his feet wet in town.
It's a learning experience.
You know, he's only been appointed there, you know, what, 3 months?
Yeah, and,
4 months.
and it's hard. You know, there's no audits. You don't know what was there, what went where. It's hard. It's definitely a learning experience. It is.
So, you
gotta
know,
ask a lot of questions, and your eyes got to be open. And I'll be honest with you, I drove through town the other day. The first time I went down East Street, I didn't realize how deplorable East Street was.
I know, I say
I
that.
caught that Lewis guy doing code. I said, go up the high street, there's garbage all over the sidewalks up there. It's tough, and I don't even know if he's doing his job. I don't see no citations. And again, he'll tell you, citations are one thing. The people don't have the money to clean up now. If you cite them, they're not going to get cleaned up. It's a hard gamble, and to demolish all the homes, I don't know where the money's going to come from. It's a shame. And then when you get them put in LLCs and nobody does anything, what if it's worth? Then you're back at it again.
My big thing now is, Craig will tell you, because I have rentals. You know, I have 2 apartments and I have a house. Well, my daughter lives in a house, so that's off the books. But
That's hard to
I
stay on
have
top
2
of that.
apartments. But I've been seeing a lot of advertisements now on Facebook for rooms for rent.
Yeah.
You know, I have to list all my tenants. I have to have my places inspected, which I pass and I never have an issue. You know, because I'm a hands-on landlord. My tenants need something, they come to me. They call me, whatever. I show up 2 in the morning, it don't matter. But you have so many absentees. That's the problem in town. And now you have people renting out rooms for rent in shared houses. How do you control who's in that house if there's no record? You know, there's got to be something put into place for that. So, I mean, there's a lot going on outside of what people actually really do see that has to be dealt with. And that's what I'm saying. If you don't think you have the time to dedicate, you know, kind of think about that. And I guess that's all I have to say. Any questions? All right, I'm good. What's yours?
Well, that keeps it short and sweet. Anybody have anything to add at all? Any questions for the candidates? Oh, we need to bring you up. Wait 1 second. How about Mr. Bosch? You want to come up? Introduce yourself. I'm sure everybody knows who you are.
I'm Thomas Bliszczak from Coaldale. Lived here my whole life except for for about 10 years-ish. I moved out of town when I got married and got divorced. I'm back, and I've been back for roughly 2 years. I've been in a fire company my whole life here, and Jim Thorpe, where I moved to So I dedicated almost my entire life to volunteerism. And it's tough these days to get anybody to volunteer. And you have a select few down the fire company that have been there since they've been about 14 years old. And it takes a lot, and the volunteerism is not easy, and sometimes it steers people away. But we're always looking for help, and every little bit helps. And I've done different things through the borough. I've worked for the borough here when I was younger. I currently work for a borough, so I know what the different dealings with the council, to the workers, to others, to the police. Sort of know some of that. The different kind of grant systems that are out there to hopefully help bring stuff in here. But if you don't have the audits done, I guess that's a hold up. But it should be a hold up. It should be done. And that's holding bringing money into this town. So that's something that needs to be addressed. It needs to be addressed quickly, because clearly this town needs help through the grant system, because there's not enough tax base here. There's not enough businesses. Our biggest business is St. Luke's, that they don't provide anything for this borough. And then after that is mines, and after that just small mom and pop stuff. There's not many businesses in this town that bring stuff in. We lost almost every restaurant in town here. The only one is Tommy's and stuff. So we got to try and do stuff to bring businesses in. You bring businesses in, you bring people in. There's, 3 towns away? Shows you how many people can come into a town when there's businesses. So that's something hopefully we can look into doing.
Yeah. All right. Thank you. You're are you nervous?
A little bit.
Staring at you. Things about you, judging you.
I'm sure. I'm
Good.
sure.
You have to introduce yourself.
Hello, guys. I'm Lori. I'm pretty new up here. I moved up here about 7 years ago. I've been a tax preparer for about 14 years. I've been doing that. I am also a notary. Made a pretty good name for myself. I come from the Lehigh Valley, and I moved up here to give my kids a better life. However, on that note, I was borough secretary last year at this time. I was voted in, did about 10 to 11 days I was in, then they gave me off, and then they were in again, and needless to say, they let me go, which was kind of a blessing, because at that time the switchover was happening, and it was just a mess. So here I am back again, trying to give it a shot. What?
So you couldn't find the budget.
I only knew what I knew. I processed all the sanitation bills. That's all I know. So, but overall, here I am again, and I figured I could make a difference. And, you know, I'm an honest person, always been. 30 years dealing with people, and I'm ready to do it here and give you the best of me.
Any questions?
Any questions? I'm open for questions. I'll take any questions. I guess not.
All right.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, everybody. Anybody questions? Anything? Oh, this lady. I'm gonna swap cameras. Swap. Mike, you have anything to say?
I do.
So, Mike's got something to say.
anybody who is running for a position, if you can send me or get me a short, just screenshot, your name, you're running for council, I can put it on the big screen before the movie. Just so you know.
Just make sure it says paid for by.
Okay. Well, listen to this guy, because that's not my expertise.
Give a whole, make sure that.
If you post any signs for election, they must state who paid for the sign. Every sign has to say paid for by the candidate, paid for by friends of, or whatever. Whoever paid for that sign, it must be denoted on that sign. If you do handouts, it has to be on the handouts. Everything has to be accounted for.
I'm glad we're covering this.
Yeah.
If you fundraise, it's anything over $250, you have to do financial paperwork.
So your yard signs you want to get printed up and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Your handouts.
Your
But
handouts.
yes, if you guys send me a short clip, I can get you on the big screen before the movies.
So either if it's video, if you want to say something about yourself briefly for 10 seconds.
I would say something 10 seconds. Whether you could do a short video, but yeah.
Right, and then make sure if you're filming or taking a picture, it's cinematic, not in like Reels, TikTok version. Everything's cinematic.
Yeah.
So that'll show better.
Because
on the
my
screen.
guy can convert it into my
System, and you can put them up there for. Yeah. So let people know. And anybody who wants to come on a podcast and do a live stream and answer questions from the community, if people are more
That's probably not a bad
in
idea.
a better position where they just want to ask questions from home and chit chat, you're more than welcome to come on, and I'll give you a forum to speak on anything else further that you want to do.
While we're on the sign thing, just so you know, it's illegal to touch anybody else's sign. Unless it was posted on your property without permission. It's the only time you can touch somebody else's sign. It's punishable by a year in jail and a $2,500 fine because it becomes federal. Anything to do with elections becomes federal. So just remember that. If you see somebody sign out there and you don't like them, just leave it because it's not worth it. Like, there was all these videos of kids running around stealing signs out of people's yards over this presidential election. They get caught. It's probably the parents that are going to have to pay the fines and everything else. Just remember that. Somebody posts something somewhere, you cannot touch it unless you put it there. That's another big one. I mean, with the last election, with everything being touched and moved, and just want to make a point of that.
Okay.
All right. Any other questions? Okay. What are you looking at me?
Ready?
Do it.
Okay. Hi, I don't know if anybody knows me. I'm Chris Whitell. I am the treasurer for the CHOES organization here in Coaldale. We are starting to do more in the community. There was, I don't want to say a lack of helpers, assistants, but unfortunately the last team kind of got burnt out. So we just need bodies, especially when we're doing big events like Halloween, Rock the Block. 3 days of working in that little kitchen, I can tell you, is tiring. So if anybody just wants to sign up as a volunteer or be more involved in CHOES, I'd love to take your name, get you hooked up with what we need, where we can help, or where you can help us, and just get more back into the community for the kids. And you don't have to have kids in CHOES to be a part of it. We're empty nesters. So empty nesters are like perfect. So again, anybody want to volunteer or just kind of know what's going on a little more, stop by and say hey. All right. I got your name. Absolutely.
Any questions?
Oh, sorry. Any questions?
Awesome.
Oh, geez, yes.
Before you took over as treasurer, did you see an audit? Because the Borough Council has not.
Did I see an audit?
Yes.
I've seen numbers. So we'll just leave it at that.
That's it?
That's it.
Good, thank you. Anybody with anything else? Any questions?
One more thing, don't forget, we're coming up on 200 years.
Uh-huh.
Should start thinking about getting a committee together to kind of celebrate that.
So there you
No,
go.
I'm out.
For the next meeting, think about it. If anybody wants to be a part of the 200-year celebration committee.
We have 2 years
something
left, I think, till 200 years.
So
27. So yeah,
start-
we have 2 years.
So
With
it
2
makes
years
sense to
left,
start
so
planning.
maybe we can get some kind of big celebration planned in town. If we can get some people together, maybe throw out some ideas. Kind of maybe bring our town to light a little bit.
Yep.
And we have some time to get something together. So anybody have any ideas? Kind of reach out. It'd be nice to know.
Yeah, reach out to you or me. or Mike. Anything else, anybody? Nothing? Short and sweet tonight. Thank you guys all for participating. What? No, I thought we were done.
No, but next meeting, you want to try to shoot for a weekend, Saturday morning?
Yeah, I think we'll try to shoot for like a Saturday mid-morning meeting next time. We can get more people in here. That way it's not in an evening and more people can attend and be a part. So we'll shoot for a Saturday meeting.
Donuts?
Yeah, we can have some donuts, some coffee, and chat a little bit, and then go from there in the next meeting. Come with some ideas for the 200-year party and any other ideas that you may have to improve Coaldale. And I know Leslie is volunteering to take on the mural, and I'll get with you and give you all the information you need to get the ball rolling on that.
When was, I'm not sure, I researched it. What year was Coaldale established? 1827.
Like 200 years ago.
I gotta think about that. Sorry, it's been a long day. I'm up since 3:30.
Don't we drive by a sign that tells us that too all the time on 209 from Tamako?
Yeah, I think Big made those signs down there. Welcome to Coaldale signs. I think it's on there.
But all right, we'll wrap it up. Thank you guys so much. And if there's anybody who wants to speak with our candidates and chit chat with them afterwards or sign their petitions,
And I'll be here for a while.
do it. And Rich will be here for a while. So thank you guys. Thank you everyone out there in live land. If you want to run for Borough Council or any other position, maybe the mayor, 'cause he's up in the air. We don't know. Do it. Thanks.